Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Monday, July 14th. Key points we're going to focus on today. We've got a shortwave trough building in this afternoon and evening, hoping to keep some breezy winds going, and our daily shower and thunderstorm chances mostly isolated this afternoon and evening. That trough will help support some near critical to critical fire weather conditions, where a fire weather watch remains in effect for the Magic Valley region. A cold front building in later in the day Tuesday into Tuesday night will keep those breezy winds going, as well as supporting some isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms ahead of some cooler and drier conditions back behind the front on Wednesday. That cool down midweek will be short-lived, however, as we warm up and dry out starting on your Thursday. And taking a quick look at satellite imagery for you this morning. Satellite just showing a bit of cloud cover up in Fremont and Clark counties this morning, where we've seen some isolated shower and thunderstorms overnight. But overall, as you can see, mostly clear skies out there. Expected increase in cloud cover this afternoon associated with the afternoon convection, those showers and thunderstorms. And taking a look at the bigger picture for you guys. So again, weak shortwave trough working through the Pacific Northwest into southern Idaho throughout the day today. Not a whole lot of moisture with it, but should be enough just to kick off some isolated showers and storms this afternoon. But the main story will be this closed low that's currently working southeast along the coast of British Columbia. That'll be working through the Panhandle and western Montana for Tuesday into Tuesday night, helping to drive a cold front across southern Idaho. And your weather risk outlook for the next 5 days. Main concerns today are going to center around a mix of isolated thunderstorms, as well as breezy winds and low relative humidity, leading to near critical to critical fire weather conditions. Have the Magic Valley South Hills region highlighted there in moderate, where a fire weather watch remains in effect. For Tuesdays, isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms are expected region-wide. Again, keeping that minor trend for both today and tomorrow, stronger thunderstorms will be capable of producing wind gusts up to about 50 miles an hour, given the dry environment at the surface. Heading into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, quieter weather pattern is expected, certainly cooler there on Wednesday, but overall can't rule out some isolated showers and storms, primarily further north and east, but other than that, much drier and quieter as we finish out the second half of the work week. And here's a look at our watches, warnings, and advisories currently in effect. Again, that fire weather watch for the Magic Valley region, Burley, Twin Falls, out to Mountain Home, up to Shoshone. But anywhere else, expecting near critical to critical fire weather conditions again, due to that combination of low relative humidity and breezy winds. Temperatures and min-RH for you this afternoon. Afternoon highs just about where they were yesterday in those 80s, 90s to low triple digits further west. Afternoon humidity is very dry air mass out there, teens and 20s this afternoon. And thunderstorm chances and wind gusts for you today. So we are looking at best chances for thunderstorms as you head up into the eastern central mountains, up along the Montana border region, as well as across the upper Snake River Plain as well. A little bit less chances as you head further south. But overall, outside of thunderstorms, wind gusts will peak this afternoon at about 20 to 35 miles an hour. And here's a look at the outlook for the Storm Prediction Center this morning. Again, highlighting the best chances there. Central Mountains, Montana divides, southwest into Nevada and Utah. But taking a look at the HRF model, probability of thunder kind of shows two main active corridors. Again, one in the eastern Central Mountains into the upper Snake and eastern Highlands, and another one along the Idaho, Nevada, and Oregon, Nevada border region. And taking a look at timing for you, so starting things off at noon, this is the HRF model probability of thunderstorms for today. We're going to see an increase in activity Central Mountains between about 12 and 3 o'clock, extending northeast towards West and Island Park. That'll continue as we head into this afternoon and evening. As you can see, really good chances as you head further north. Not as much around Pocatello southward, but certainly can't rule out some isolated activity in that area. But best chances will stay north across the upper valleys into the Central Mountains today. Best chances continue as we head through sunset, and as sunset shifts in, we're going to see as far as decreasing thunderstorm chances heading into Tuesday morning. And speaking of Tuesday, it's going to be a mild morning, 40s, 50s, and 60s across the board. Afternoon highs just a touch cooler in some areas, but still holding on to those 80s and 90s across the board. Thunderstorm chances and winds for your Tuesday. This is looking like the best thunderstorm day region-wide. We're looking at about a 10 to 30% chance, 30 to 60% as you head further north. But wind gusts outside of thunderstorms, again peaking in that 25 to 35 mile an hour range. Keep in mind that some of those stronger storms on Tuesday again will be able to produce those gusty outflow winds up to around 50 miles an hour. And best chances for thunderstorms on Tuesday from the Storm Prediction Center, again highlighting much of our area, with best chances again highlighting the main corridors on the HRIF there on the right, Upper Snake, eastern central mountains into the eastern highlands, down along I-15 into the southwest corner of our forecast area. Not as much chances as you head into western Idaho. And for Wednesday, looking like it's going to be the coolest day of the week, 30s, 40s, and 50s in the morning, afternoon highs in the 70s and 80s, 90s further south and west. Thunderstorm chances on Wednesday, as you can see, it's going to be more isolated in coverage, so I'm not expecting a great deal of precipitation or shower and thunderstorm activity on Wednesday. Best chance is about 10 to 20%, a little bit higher as you head further northeast, with lighter winds across the board. And for Thursday, that cool down will be short-lived as we're back into the 80s, 90s to low triple digits for Thursday. As well as just keeping a hint of some moisture around, afternoon instability. Overall, keeping conditions very dry, but can't rule out an isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm, especially in the mountains, as winds remain fairly light. And for Friday, much of the same, 40s, 50s, and 60s in the morning, afternoon highs in those 80s, 90s to low triple digits. And for your Friday, again, highlighting maybe a little bit more monsoonal moisture push building in here as we finish out the week. But overall activity staying fairly isolated as light winds persist to finish out the work week. And weekend high temperatures, no big changes there. We're going to see highs continue in those 80s and 90s across the board as we finish out the week. And that's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome Monday.